Melbourne Zoo's butterfly house is filled with beautifully coloured native butterflies from the Australian tropics and subtropics. But for a creature that's so small and plentiful in the wild, it takes a mighty big effort behind the scenes to let us experience them here. So how many butterflies have you got in the house?
So it ranges between 300 to 500. We do count them every 4 weeks, and our last count was 370.
Kate Pearce is the specialist butterfly keeper.
Butterflies get most of their energy at the caterpillar stage, so they're using all the nutrition in the plants that we feed them. So they need to be well fed, obviously. And then once they go to pupate, they're using all that stored energy to turn into butterflies. Then once they're butterflies, it's literally a matter of keeping alive. So they rely on sugary foods like nectar. So we make up our own nectar here.
Although this is great for most butterflies, some prefer the real thing, flowers.
This one's the cat's whiskers, so it's really important in this house because the smaller white butterflies, so the common grass yellows, the lemon migrant you can see there, and the caper whites, we've found they do much better if they can get access to natural nectar. So they really love flowers where you've got lots of flowers in a small space. So other species like daisies as well are really, really good for nectaring plants. It's about getting as much nectar as you can in as small a space as possible.
But the most important role of the plants here is for the butterflies to lay their eggs on. And most plants host just the one species of butterfly.
So this one's unusual, the Adenia. This one we use for 2 species. So you can see the cruisers are laying on the dead parts, or we put cocoa fibre on there, and the orange lacewings will lay on the leaf. This one here is the sitter, and this one is for the common egg flies. So the common egg fly females are prolific layers. They can normally lay up to 1,500 eggs. So it's a huge amount.
Once the butterflies have laid enough eggs, the loaded potted plants are moved out of the butterfly house and into the caterpillar house.
This is the orchard swallowtail, so they only feed on citrus. So this is this week's plant, and it's chock full of eggs, and you can see that they're already starting to hatch, and they're black and white when they're small like this, and that's so that they look like bird poo, because no one wants to eat bird poo.
Pretty healthy-looking citrus, and that's all they eat.
Yeah, so they'll eat a range of citrus, both exotic and native.
Wow, and here I can see some that have grown amazingly quickly.
Yeah, so the first few stages, they're still black and white, and then as they get larger, they can't pull off the bird poo look anymore, so they're green, and they start hugging the stems instead of sitting on the leaf.
And they're really chewing in. I can see how much they're eating, and this one is extraordinary.
Yeah.
There's just nothing there, nothing left.
Yeah, they've definitely gone to town on that one.
Well, it's really telling a story, though, isn't it?
Yes, yeah. So we take a beautifully healthy citrus and then we demolish the perfectly healthy citrus, and then at the nursery they have to fix that for us.
All in the name of caterpillars and butterflies.
Exactly.
The caterpillars all develop at different rates, and the showy Cairns birdwing takes longer than most.
It would take 5 weeks to get to this size, and then they're going to be a pre-pupa, which means they're sitting attached to the leaf with a silk girdle around their waist and then by the tail as well. And they'll sit like that for a couple of days, and then they'll slough into a pupa, and they'll be in the pupal stage for about 2 to 3 weeks before they then emerge as butterflies and back into the butterfly house.
Lovely cycle.
Yeah.
As you can imagine, the caterpillars chew their way through many plants, which throws up a lot of challenges for the nursery. Tom Mullane is the manager. Tom, how do you go about reviving the plants?
Well, the first step when plants come back from the caterpillar house is often to prune them quite hard. We then return them to our greenhouse where we apply liquid fertiliser to really boost that green growth.
Well, this one is actually revived very well, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So that's part of the reason we prune the plants as hard as we do, is to get that really big green response out of them. We want lots of juicy green leaves. To help that, we remove the flowers off a lot of our plants too.
It really shows that gardeners should never give up on plants.
Yeah, that's right. Plants are very resilient, and I suppose what we do is a testament to that. Gardeners should try giving things a hard prune and see if they respond.
It's an intricate process, but well worth the beautiful results. If you'd like to bring more butterflies to your garden, why not go to our website where you'll find a list of butterfly attracting plants that are specially suited to your area.